Okay, so here are the runoffs I've done for you. I've hand colored some in. I made it very basic. I just chose some colors that you liked and tried to move them in together. Step number one, this is your color code. I'll be sending you all of these colored pencils. You can correspond them with the glass. This is all for you to do some coloring and make some decisions. All of these colors match up with all of the glass samples I'm going to give you. And then I have sent you red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple primary color pencils for you to play with, for adding a touch of color here and there, and we can work on that together in case you want to spice it up a little. This was sort of the first one I did, very bold colors, trying to mix your blues, ambers, we're going to call rust orange, blue, ambers, orange, red. I didn't put any green in this. Green can be accomplished just about anywhere. And just to give you an idea of how we might break up the glass, most of the designs you'll see are bisymmetrical top to bottom. Some are a little different depending on what we're working with. And it doesn't really matter if I've colored in a primary panel or an accent panel. Okay, so this is my depiction of using a pale amber, the pale yellow, as a secondary glass. And you can see how much that'll change the window from just having colored glass here. And maybe if you do the pale yellow here, let me see where I am visually, I'm sorry. Maybe if you do the pale yellow here, you'd use it out to pull it out to the edges. I don't know. That was just to give you an idea of what a soft yellow would look like. And then last but not least, let me check my visual here. Last but not least is breaking down the window into the blues and the oranges in the middle. Green, again, can be filtered in here. That's not a problem. And you should feel free, as I've mentioned on these, this border here, this beveled border, can be color. I just didn't want to color it in and have it be too much until you took a look at it and maybe experimented with coloring that border in on these or on your own depictions of where you might like color. So those are the basics here for you to play with. I'm sending you some blanks, and I hope this is helpful to you in terms of working with colors and finding out what colors you like, and then looking at the glass and playing with textures. I think that's a really great idea. You could ask me any question you want about any glass. For instance, Christy, does the cherry red come in, does the cherry red Corella Classic, does that come in clear? Is there clear Corella Classic? And the answer to that question is, why, yes, there is. The pale yellow that I'm going to send you, I'm going to be sending you the Mystic Pale Yellow. Does the Pale Yellow Mystic come in Corella Classic, which would be straw? Does it come in the Kokomo clear glass, which has a beautiful texture to it? Yes, it does. Might be a slightly different tone, but many of the colors I'm sending you are basically what I have in the shop. Each company has its complete own color set of colors that they do. So you can ask, if you like a texture, but you don't have it in the color in your color palette, ask me about it, and I can do some research on it for you to see what's available on the market. Okay, I think I'm almost ready to wrap this up for you. I'm going to show you one more thing.